Hi, everybody. I'm Tom Marker. We're here in Downers Grove at the Tivoli Theatre for a big XRT show with Los Lobos. Welcome to Downers Grove, César Rosas.
Thank you for having us, man. It's really cool to be here. Like very cool.
Very cool.
Like very cool.
Very cool and snowy.
We're used to the LA weather. It's like 85 degrees back home right now.
Well, we tried to get you here in February when it was 60-something, but
But obviously we had a little problem there. But it's good to be here.
now, I heard that David took a bad fall. It took a stumble on a sidewalk, something about a grate around a tree that was missing. And
Unfortunately, that is true. That's correct. Brother Dave was. We were out in Washington D.C. a couple of weeks ago, and he was taking a little walk to the show, to the gig. We were all at the gig. He was a block away from our show, and he took a fall. He tripped on this like little ramp that was on the sidewalk, and he went straight down and broke his nose and broke his eye socket and twisted his wrist. So he's recuperating at home now.
how's he doing?
He's doing good. He's doing good. He's in good spirits, and he's dying to come out here and stuff. But we won't let him. We're telling him to just another week, brother. Take it easy.
Well, he'll be out on the road soon, and he'll be back in Chicago soon, I'm sure, because you guys come here all the time.
We love Chicago, especially XRT. Has been just an amazing supporter of our music. It's great. Yeah.
So now you've got a substitute with Dave Alvin filling in tonight. Is this his first show recently with you, or?
It's his first show recently with us. We've done shows before, a couple of years ago here and there. We've done them other times where actually Dave couldn't actually be there as well, and he came in. He was nice enough to join us and come in and sort of fill in a little bit, And so we're doing it again tonight. Yeah.
Well, now you and Dave Alvin, weren't the beginnings of your career about at the same time and about at the same place in L.A.?
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, the Blasters were already up and running for a couple of years before we sort of came on the scene, and they're amazing people. They're wonderful. They it was because of them that they were here. They were the ones that sort of we ran into each other. They're Downey and we're East LA, which is like you could throw a rock at Downey from where we live. So, we're like kind of LA guys and homeboys and stuff like that, and we've been supporting each other throughout the years, for many years, since they first started, and we got on board, and it's been great.
Now, in those days, both the Blasters, Dave Alvin, and Los Lobos were kind of on the edge of a punk rock scene, sort of. And both of you each, though, had elements of blues in your music. Do you see it that way?
That's all exactly correct. I don't know what else to say. You said it beautifully, put it beautifully. But yeah, the thing is that back then in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, that's kind of when we came on the scene. They were already around, and we were all started playing the Hollywood area, and we were part of the punk scene, just like you said it. But the cool thing about it, the unusual and kind of cool thing about it was that music was sort of changing right in those years. There were pivotal years for the change, and so we came around. The Blasters, they were a little bit more, like Americana, but more like roots kind of stuff, and of course, all of that is. When you look at that music, when you examine that music and you speak to the artist, they'll always tell you that we always go back to that big foundation, which is the blues, And that's also true of Los Lobos music. Obviously, different from what the Blasters were doing, we were still kind of tied with like our Mexican roots, but we were also garage band kids from East LA, and we also learned. We grew up with the blues and rock and roll, so it was all of that was just in the air, and it was there. It was just part of what made us, Yeah.
Well, I've played both of you on my blues show, so
There you go.
there you go.
Yeah,
You're on a blues show
We
in
love 'em
Chicago.
all, man.
That
We
makes
appreciate
sense.
anything that's good. We love all genres of music, just as long as it's good,
And I've seen you twice, I think, as Dos Lobos. Once at Buddy Guy's Legends, and once last summer at Fitzgerald's, where you just had
the blues, right?
you played the blues. You had some local blues guys join you. David Hidalgo and some other players were up there,
that's
and
correct,
you played a bunch of blues, and then went into Los Lobos songs.
There you go. Yep. And what a place! There is absolutely no better place to do this in the world than here in Chicago, man. You know, because we have a lot of respect for all the Chicago blues stuff. You know. Yeah, man.
Maybe that's why Chicago loves Los Lobos so much.
Yeah. Chess. You know, the chess stuff was Holland Wolf, and oh man, it was beautiful.
I know all about it. Cesar, we'll let you go. We know it's getting close to showtime, but thanks so much for taking a couple of minutes with us here.
You're welcome, man. Thanks for having us.
Okay, we're looking forward to the show tonight and also tomorrow night. Okay, and we'll look forward to the next time you come back to Chicago. Cesar Rosas from Los Lobos.